episode of the Code Drop, and today we're going to go through an app. So I know it was supposed to be an influx post fix video, but we had some editing issues, and it will be uploaded I think 2 or 3 days later. So let's jump right into this video and let's go to the app and let's see what the app is and how to use it. So first of all, this app is called HisabKitab, and it's primarily built for maintaining your balance sheet. I can say that. So it's for keeping track of your credits or debits or maybe loans which you might have taken from your friends, your family, or your co-workers, and it's an app to just keep track of all of them. So if you're in case you're wondering that there are many payments apps through which you can do this, no, you can't. Using the payments app, you need to make transactions in terms of money, or should I say currency. It doesn't matter what the currency is, but you need to make a transaction in terms of currency for them to keep track of it. And they just show the history. Here, it's going to show the history, and plus it's going to give you the total net credit or net debit which you have with a contact. So with this app, you can maintain all your transactions in one place. The only drawback here is that you have to do it manually because how will it know that you have and credit with someone, right? So let's go to this app once and let's see what the user interface and the functions are of this app. So let me just dive right into it, and here we are. So this is the home screen, like let's say. Okay, now this app is made under Making Bharat Revolution, which was started by our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that is evident when you see the login screen. You can see that right here. It says sign into your Make in Bharat account. So it's just a slight play of word here because it was supposed to be Make in India, but they here in this app they're saying Make in Bharat. There might be a decision making going on there. So this is the login screen. They say welcome to HisabKitab and scroll down. Well, I think that they have made it for to be a cross-platform app because if I just open this in a desktop, maybe it will be showing these screens side by side. Well, I already have made an account in this app, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to create a new one. Okay, so let's go to don't have an account, create account. So this is a basic sign up form, and it's a great UI, I would say. The labels, instead of going up, they're going down. So it's like full name is for this field, so it's just uh, bottom of the text field. I don't really see this design implemented very often. Let's just go with the flow. Let me just enter saving sort of full name, and let's select the username. So let's go with saving to Saurav, and it says that username already exists, so they are implementing form validation and keeping record of everything. So let's go with string or 03. Now password. Well, password. Let me just go with the easiest ones. I won't be telling that, but it's just easy. Well, email address. Now I'll go with my primary. Actually, I will go with my secondary email address. Let me just go with Shrivan to sort of gmail.com and my phone number. Well, let me just put in my phone number right here. I'll just have to remember this details, I guess. So I'll okay. I just missed some number right here. So when I click on proceed, I get this. Let's get your account verified and OTP has been sent to your email address. Let me just check my email once. Well, I received my OTP and it is 633469. So I verify and it says thank you for joining us, and it prompts me to log in. Let me just log in now, and I'm going to use the email, the username which I just created, and I suppose that the password was this one, right? So this is the home screen here, okay, and the home screen is actually a nice one. So it does not have any elements which might obstruct when you first open this, right? So there's this plus icon and there's this profile icon, and we have a top nav where we have the app names written. So in profile icon, it opens our profile and we have our name, username, password, and an edit profile button and a logout button. So I don't want to log out now. Let me just go with a plus. So it says I have to add in contact. So let's just add a contact. Whom do we add? Let's just say I'll add some random name, and let's say that initial balance is 10 and note. So do we have to give this? No, it's optional, it seems. So let's say this is a note, and I click on add and it says some content has been updated. Refresh. Okay, so once I refresh, I get my contact on the home screen itself, and there's this history option and delete option. So let's jump right in the history, and here we have an add option and a close option. Okay, and let's add a transaction of, let's say, 45 just to try, and we'll say this is a new note, and let's add, and it again says some content has updated. Refresh. Well, it's still 10, so what I was saying, let me just go to history. Okay, so here we have a new 45 right here. So maybe we can work on this, and this total can be reflected in the home screen too, I guess. Let me just add another transaction, and let me just add a negative one this time. Let's go for -10, and let's add a note. Let me just add just third note, and when I click on add and refresh, I get 45. So it seems that it's doing the calculation, but it's one step before. So it's basically like it's telling the previous current. They need to work on this, I guess. And let's just see what else do we have. Let's delete this. Okay, so it's strong, so sure you want to delete the contact, and all the along with the contact, your transaction history with random will also be deleted. Well, let's delete it, and let's refresh again, and we have a blank empty screen back again. Well, so we went through this app. Wow, it was okay. So the user interface was really interesting. It was like a native app, but it was not a native app. So it's basically a porn stack web app. So it uses PostgreSQL, Express Server, React, and Node, but it didn't look like an web app. It was actually like a native app. And I guess there's an APK available for this too. So it can be installed as an APK. Let me just log out from here. Let me just wait, and let's just keep the stream on. Now, Burn is a relatively new stack, but the stack, it works like charm, because you have the best database program you can have. You have PostgreSQL, it's the best database management system. You have Express, it's the most lightweight servers. It's the most lightweight server solution if you are working on Node. And then there's this React, and actually it's one of the most popular front-end frameworks. So it's really easy to use and most widely known. So this gives this app and flexibility, a lot of flexibility, I would say. And then at last we have Node as base of all of it. So it just puts everything in place, and it's like a puzzle which is easy to solve. So this is a progressive web app. They have mentioned it, and this means that it doesn't matter if you are using a desktop, if you are using a phone, if you're using a Mac, you can access this app. So suppose that maybe you forgot to bring your phone, or you don't have this app installed on your phone, you can just open Chrome, or I guess any other browser in your desktop, and you can just go to the website or install this app directly, and you can work on your desktop too. That easy. This app is natively available for Android, and it can be downloaded from the link in the description. Right down in the description, you can see there's a link to download the APK file. It's not on Play Store yet, but they're working on it. So let's see till when it's available. And then there's a major advantage that it takes very less space. It's about 2 MBs at top, so you don't have to worry about storage in your phone on your desktop. It does not matter because it's just 2 MB. So what they're basically doing is that they have made a container for Android. It's like just a container, and then they are running the whole app on the cloud. so it does not take user space. It just runs on the cloud and they maintain all the storage. And one of the features I would say that this app has is that it consumes very less battery. I run a few benchmarks and across all of them it had an average of 0.5%. So it's actually less than 0.5% of the total battery consumption. Even when the app was running in the background, it was not using battery at all. Well, that's a really good thing to do. Maybe it's because they're running this on cloud, so that might be a reason for that. And I would really recommend using this app. Give it a go, download it from the description. If you're using Android, if you're using maybe other devices, iOS or maybe desktop, you can still use the second link and install it as a PWA in your phone or in desktop. And that will be the end of this video. Thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you loved it. I'll see you on the next episode of the Code Drop. Bye for now.